Happy 75th birthday to King Charles. But will the duplicitous couple Meghan and Harry ruin it again? Hello friends, welcome to the King YouTube channel. Well, today King Charles is turning 75 years old, and it has been made clear to Harry and Meghan that they're not allowed to participate in his birthday celebrations. It's going to be interesting to see how the duplicitous duo react. I'm just happy that the king has the support of his loving wife Camilla and his loyal son William. Let's just hope those miscreants in California don't try to spoil his special day. But we already know this is exactly how Meghan works. News agencies have already been approached by someone on her behalf who has issued a press release saying that Harry and his wife are going to be turning down the invitation from King Charles to attend his party. A press release saying Prince Harry and his wife will be turning down the invitation from King Charles. Keep in mind they're using future tense. So they're expecting invitation like they always do? Well, that doesn't mean they're getting one. To an observer, it looks as if they're trying to control the narrative, and that is exactly what they want. But anyone with common sense knows they're not. They're a couple of fools, and they will never learn their lesson. They already tried this nonsense with Trooping the Color, but the palace put it out that they weren't invited before Meghan could use her usual MO and claim they declined it. I'm sure that upset her. Good. The truth is, they have been told to stay away. King Charles never extended an invitation to them. After what happened at his 70th birthday party and after they ran away to the US, it was advised that they shouldn't be invited. We already know about Meghan's tactic of turning down invitations that she never got. So incredibly predictable. This really shows, though, who has the power behind the throne. When it comes to Harry, William has no problem standing up to his father and letting him know what's what. It is such a good thing that the future king understands what the public wants. In the nearly 4 years since they left the UK, all Meghan and Harry have done is whine and complain and tell horrible lies about the royal family. Meghan can try to spin it however she wants to, but the truth is this: they're not wanted and they're not needed any longer. Whatever clout they once enjoyed as royals is gone, and people in the US typically see them for what they are, a couple of grifters who don't have any talent and just like to live off lies and loans. Now, the truth is, in the past, before things got bad, they would already turn down invitations to places like Sandringham and Balmoral. Since 2021, they haven't been invited to family party events. Other than the church services of the Platinum Jubilee, and sadly the funeral of the late Queen, which was really unfortunate timing of them being in the UK on the day that she passed away. So I think Charles is dealing with this situation the right way. People say he's weak because, well, he's been known to talk to plants and stuff like that. But he is taking the advice of his family and others, and he's making good decisions, just like his mother did. He knows how to be the king. Harry and Meghan are finding him a lot more difficult to deal with than they anticipated. Well, maybe Meghan should have waited a little longer before snagging Harry in her trap. Maybe if she understood how being married to him was going to work, she would have moved on. See, Meghan thought that she was going to get a lot more than she really got. Clearly, she had no idea what would be expected of her as his wife. People can say whatever they want to about what it's like to work for the royal family. Meghan was applying for a job, and she didn't bother to check the job description. That's her fault. Why does that make the royal family the villains in this story? It doesn't. Meghan is a gold digger, and the world has seen more than enough gold diggers, and we never really took much notice. Meghan knew that, and she knew that she had to play her cards right to get noticed. And she decided to cry racism. She knew that was going to be the card that she could pull time and time again, but there was still no proof to prove that. It's all just down to that one allegation without any proof. If Meghan has run out of credit, then maybe she needs to go to business school. Let's just watch and see if Charles picks up the tab. I don't believe he's going to this time. I don't see how the two of them can sink any lower at this point. Now, Meghan is clearly not used to living the high life. Harry is used to it, though. Let's remember, though, only to a degree, because he only got 2 sausages, whereas his older brother got 3. Meghan's used to normal life. She's used to living in an apartment. She's used to Soho Place. Meghan never had the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Even after the renovation, Frogmore wasn't nice enough for them. Remember, Meghan wanted to live in the castle, and she was so upset when she saw where Catherine got to live. $28 million in debt now. Honestly, I find it funny. Who on earth loaned them so much money? The clothes that Meghan would wear were either borrowed or they were loaned to her. Other clothes she sold. And jewelry, well, where is the jewelry? She sold it already. She's been hiding money in Doria's bank account. Maybe the IRS is going to be curious about where the money comes from. Lawyers, investments, all of that's debatable. I don't think Meghan is intelligent enough to invest money to make money. She's greedy and she's going to hold on to it because the thing is, she never grew up with money. Meghan never really had anything that nice on her own. She thought Harry was a multimillionaire, but he wasn't. There's no money coming in now, and they're still flying around in these borrowed private jets. They're getting free tickets to all these concerts. They get to eat all the free food at the events. They're not out eating at five-star restaurants and paying the tab themselves. And I'm sure their credit cards have very high balances. As for WME, I'm sure that she had to pay them a fee up front, and they said, all right, when we find you a job, then you can pay us some more. It looks like they're still looking, though, because they certainly haven't found her anything. At this point, nobody wants to work with her. These companies understand what it's like to work with Meghan and Harry, and of course, they don't want to get involved. I mean, Meghan's reviews are not very good, to say the least. Meghan is not going to be able to make anybody any money. She's not young anymore. She's not beautiful. She's past her expiration date and she's looking rough. She keeps taking that weight loss drug, Ozempic or whatever, but she doesn't need to lose any more weight. In fact, she needs to gain some. She's looking scary. And about Christmas, nobody cares where they spend Christmas as long as it's not with the royals. I mean, have they ever really spent Christmas with them? Maybe they can go stand in a parking lot and wait for somebody to photograph them. They can buy a fake tree. Everything else in their lives is fake. They can bring the fake children to open some fake presents. Now, Scooby-Doo's book is already getting really bad reviews, and it's not even out yet. Pieces have leaked, and Meghan has supplied Scooby with the news. This has Meghan's claw prints all over it. Another problem is, if you don't bring in any money, but you gotta pay the bills, what are you going to do? Well, in Harry's case, I guess you're gonna waste a bunch of money on lawyers, hoping that you can file a lawsuit and get some money that way. But no, the only winner in this is going to be Harry's lawyer. Samantha's case is also going to cost a lot of money if it goes to trial, and it's going to cost a lot of money for Meghan. Meghan's lawyers tried to outsmart this judge, but unfortunately, the judge caught them. And now she knows that Meghan's lawyers are dirty. It's not a good thing for Meghan, but it is good for Samantha. Maybe the two of them can file for bankruptcy. They could live in a Soho House apartment. I mean, they could be living there now for all we know. They're a liability to absolutely everybody. No one wants to lend them money at this point. Since Meghan has been trying for about 5 years now to reinvent herself, I mean, she should give up. It's not working. Meghan is an idiot, and she doesn't have anything that anybody wants. She's done now. She just needs to go somewhere, get herself a normal job, and shut her mouth once and for all. She better not try to get any more free handouts from Charles. He wants nothing to do with her. Meghan at this point isn't welcome anywhere. Maybe she can go live with her mama Doria, who thought that drugs and sex were more important to her than she was. Suits was what brought Meghan back. Looks to me like Meghan and her mommy, the two grifters, are trying to outgrift each other. So who's going to be the winner? I don't think either of them. I think they'll just both be losers. And you, do you agree with me? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you think my video is useful, don't be afraid to like and share it with anyone else who would enjoy it. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.